I'm doing literally the best networking I've ever done in my entire life, and it's in a place that up to very recently I didn't know anything about. Didn't know the people, didn't know the language. I still don't really know the language, and it's mostly been through Delulu, and if I'm being honest, a little bit of nepotism. Hi, my name's Noor. I graduated from MIT about a month ago, and I'm here in Santiago for the summer on a sort of internship / independent research situation through an international program we have at MIT. I didn't really figure out what I wanted to do before I got here. It's my first weekend in the city, and it's actually a long weekend, so I'm gonna take the next 3 days to figure out what the I'm actually doing here, so come along if you want, maybe. When you're at a really big institution like MIT that has a lot of resources, you feel this pressure to make sure that you are taking as much advantage of those opportunities and resources as possible. And especially if you're only there for a limited amount of time, which I was, it was a 2-year master's. And one of those resources is the program that sends MIT students all around the world. I think there's like hundreds of students that go every year to different places. And I knew that I really wanted to try to do something like this because it was going to be my last chance. And when the applications came around, I made an application. I thought that it was going to be a little bit of a long shot, but I had done my thesis on Palestine film festivals in North America. And in general, I was doing a lot of work on Palestinian diasporic space-making practices in North America. And I knew that there was a really big Palestinian community in Chile. Actually, they have the largest Palestinian population outside the Arab world. And to my surprise, they accepted me, which meant that I needed to actually make this happen. And part of that was getting in touch with people to find a placement, to find a host, people to talk to when I got here. And through some connections, I was able to get in touch with one person, which led to another, which led to another. And once I got here, everybody was like so happy to help and connect me with a lot of different people, which has been so incredible. The community here is really interconnected, which I think helps because everybody knows each other and they're super happy to talk to me. But of course, the first thing that they ask is, so what's your project here? What is your investigation about? Like, what are you doing here? And my initial answer is always, well, I just want to learn from you. You know, my research was on this, and I just want to know more about the Palestinian community here and how you operate. And I'm quickly learning that that is not a good enough answer. I need to have some sort of concept, some sort of thesis statement, some sort of framework, some sort of like central question that I'm getting at in order to like kind of pitch to people what I'm doing here. And before I'd left, my professor had suggested that I make a documentary. And I'm kind of down for that. I mean, people are super happy to talk to me and willing to give interviews and stuff, but at the same time, still, I need some sort of like central concept. So that is what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days. I'm normally like an over planner, so coming to a place and just like figuring it out is kind of really strange for me and super out of my character. But this has been really exciting and kind of mind-blowing because everything is working out so phenomenally that it makes me not want to plan things so much anymore. I have a tendency to overplan and then leave things in my mind or in my notebooks and not actually go out and do them. So I want to make sure that I don't overplan this either, which is why I'm giving myself just this long weekend. And then even if I don't figure out everything, I will learn as I'm doing, which I'm quickly learning is kind of the best way to figure things out. And I will take you along with me.